The anti-MLM gods have blessed me this week. Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. You already know that because my name is somewhere down there. I spent 5 years in the multi-level marketing industry. I was gaslit, I was lied to, I was manipulated, and now I'm here so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's get started. I don't know if you guys can hear my washer, but I'm a mom first and an everything else second, and the laundry needed to be done, so I do apologize if you can hear it in the background. I will try to isolate the audio so it's not too terrible for you. Hello, hi, how was your week? How was my week? I have been working on myself. It has been a very rough couple of months, but we are getting through it. If anything, it has taught me how ridiculously vigilant I am and how strong I am. It sucks having to learn those things in real life without just knowing them automatically, but we'll take what we can get. Loving the lessons, wishing life was a little easier, but when we get there, we will enjoy it. This week, I was working on kind of like a deep dive, not really. I just wanted to touch base on what the actual F is going on with the ridiculous overconsumption that is paparazzi. I was scrolling YouTube. I am an iPad kid. I am not even gonna lie to you right now. I love YouTube. I will watch YouTube. I will sit on my phone. I will listen to it like a podcast. I love YouTube. I consume probably close to 50 hours of YouTube a week, which is crazy, but most of it is educational and then the rest of it is video gameplay. So we're just not going to worry about that part. But so I was snooping through my YouTube just to see what it's going to suggest to me, because I do watch some MLM content, like just MLM content, not anti-MLM content. I consume a lot of MLM content because of what I do here. So I'm watching training calls constantly. I am watching how to do pitches, how to put a Sensi party together, how to do a Mary Kay party. Like, I could be the best MLM hun because I am so educated on it, but that's not what we're doing here. So I stumbled my way into this lady's paparazzi video and I was like, okay, I'm watching the amount of jewelry that this woman had. We'll see. You guys will see. It's so much. It's so much. And so then I got to thinking, what is the requirement for them to stay active every single month? And why, oh why, is paparazzi just the spearhead for overconsumption in the multi-level marketing industry? Like, aside from the Sensi huns, paparazzi has the single most backstock I have ever seen in my entire life. On top of that, there has been a lot of hullabaloo over social media. There is a little something going on with paparazzi and not being able to do business in the state of Washington anymore. We're gonna go over the stuff I already had ready, ironically, for this video, and then we are going to tie it into what the F is happening this week and what that means for the future of paparazzi and for the future of the distributors that are in paparazzi. With that being said, I am not a lawyer. I am not a doctor. I am not Delilah. Love someone tonight. Okay, but I could be, honestly. I might, hit her up. I'll be her co-host, okay? I love her. If you don't know who that is, you are probably too young for me. I am so sorry. Everything on this channel and in this video is strictly my opinion and my opinion only. If something is a fact, I will put a source and you will know exactly where it came from so that you can look at it yourself. Besides that, everything is my opinion, but I feel like I do have an informed opinion just because I was in the multi-level marketing industry for so long, and I feel like I can see red flags before other people, and I feel like I can recognize manipulation and the cult-like tactics that happen within the MLM community that other people who have never been in an MLM don't see. Which, this is not a gift that I wanted to have, but it happened and we might as well use it for something good. Like I've said before, almost every single piece of content that I use in my videos are sent to me by a subscriber. If I happen to have you on my regular social media, we don't know who you are. And respectfully, we don't care who you are. We care about what you're doing. And you are simply just an example as to where people are willing to put themselves and what they are willing to do in order to be successful within the multi-level marketing industry, because when you are in for so long, you get brainwashed and you start to think that this stuff is okay, and we are just here to tell you that it's not. And if it makes you a little uncomfy, maybe you need to just make a little therapy session or something. Maybe you need to go see a counselor or talk with a family member or talk with a friend, or my inbox is always open. I know that I'm very sassy on here and I know I have a lot of opinions, but I was in your shoes. I was quite literally in your shoes. I had a thriving business that was making me thousands of dollars a month. And I was going on trips, and I was earning iPads, and I was earning free product, and I was an in girl in my MLM group. And then one day I stumbled upon a video like this, and I started questioning what I was doing. And I started wondering why it made me feel icky. And I started wondering why it made me feel defensive. And as I started to ask those questions, and as I started to realize multi-level marketing is not the end-all be-all, you can go to a 9-to-5 and still survive. Here I am, about 3 years later, in a very, very high corporate position with absolutely no degree, and I worked my way up, and I make really effing good money, if we're being honest. And I love my job, and I love being able to spend time with my kids, and I love being able to take them places, and I love being able to buy them whatever they want, because I have a regular job that has a 401k and stock options and health care. And because of that, I can offer my children and me and my partner all these things. So if you feel like MLM is your only avenue, they are lying to you. That is a brainwashing scheme in order to keep you in, because they're making money off of you, babe. Rant over. We're going to continue on here, and we're going to watch a couple of videos of these paparazzi huns organizing their thousands of dollars worth of cheap jewelry, and we're going to look into why they have so much of it, okay?
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle Vasmer, and I am an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. Today is your lucky day. I have had so many of you ask, how do you organize all of this? I am going to show you right now. All right, let's get started. So basically everything on this board, there is only one of each piece. One of each piece. And every piece has a number on the back. Every single piece has a number on the back. Now remember, there's only one of each on this board. So what I do, which I'm in the process of organizing my inventory right now. So what I do, I have not organized these yet, and I'm going to, so let me show you. These are your best friend. These are from Amazon. Look at how thick this is. I think this was only like 12 bucks maybe, not even. And you get a bunch of numbers. You can start from 1000s, 2000s, you start wherever you want. I decided to order in the 1000s. So I took one off of here already. These bags are very inexpensive on Amazon. And the size, if you guys are wondering the size, right here is the size, 9 by 12, okay? These are perfect. These are perfect size to hold your jewelry. So what I'm gonna do, I took a sticker off of here and I put it on this bag. Now, I'm going to put all of these pieces, except one, of course, in the bag. Okay, we're done there. We seal it. We're gonna put that aside for a second. That was $13.49. So then what I do is I take one, I leave one out because this one's gonna go on my board. And that's what I do when I do my live sales. I'm able to show people what it is and the number. So where does the number come from? The number comes from these awesome sticky, see how that says $13.49? And you just keep on numbering them, okay? So I'm gonna take $13.49 off, and we are going to place it on the back, and there you go, $13.49. And then we hang it on the board. Let's hang it next to, let's move this one here and hang it right there. Perfect. So that way when I show my pieces, they're numbered. Now comes the best part ever. I love to shop at Target. Let's look over here at my numbering system. So take a look at this, guys. Soak it all in because it is amazing. These baskets come from Target. I number them. Let's pull a basket out so you can see. $11.89 through $12.06. Okay, so let's start here with $11.89. And then we have 90, 91's in here somewhere, 92, and so on. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is the best way that I have ever organized my jewelry.
Did you guys catch how much jewelry this woman had in what I'm assuming is a spare bedroom? Not only did she have all of the jewelry on the wall behind her, she also had bins and bins and bins full of additional jewelry and duplicates. Oh my God. Why do you need that much? And I know what you're thinking. Sarah, it's probably just this one girl. She probably does lives every single night, so she needs to have this much jewelry. No. Then I started deep diving and I started snooping and I started seeing more videos like this one.
These are my leftovers after my live paparazzi show tonight that are still available. The ones that did not sell tonight, still available. Just comment by sending me a message on the number of something if you see that you want, and get back to me. Join the group. Make sure you have my contact information. These have all colors, all metal finishes. Everything is just beautiful. And I have a show tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern if you'd like to come to that as well.
I think we're using the term beautiful loosely, and this might just be my opinion, and you guys know I have a ton of them. That jewelry was ugly as no wonder why it didn't sell. And did you catch that? This was stuff that she had after her live sale. So this is product that she's having a hard time pushing, having a hard time getting rid of. Are we getting the vibe here? So the overconsumption of jewelry, having to put it in spare bedrooms, having to put it in totes, having to hang it on the wall, and still having a surplus of jewelry after doing a Facebook sale. What the heck do you do with it after that? Because you have to keep ordering every single month. So then I got to thinking, how much are they actually supposed to order every single month? So I went onto the Paparazzi website and I went to their compensation plan, and on the Paparazzi compensation plan, it states, to be active, a consultant must purchase a minimum of 50 PV within the commission period. So the commission period is 1 month. And then I got to thinking, well, what does a PV equal? Because product volume almost never equals $1. So it's not $50. And then I went over to the PV section, and it says the Paparazzi compensation plan uses points instead of dollars when determining commissions earned. Each standard Paparazzi accessory has a point value of 2 PV attached to it. So that means that you're having to purchase 25 pieces of jewelry every single month to stay active. And if you're not selling 25 pieces of jewelry every single month, that stuff is going to be hanging in your closet, and that stuff is going to be in a tote in a spare bedroom. And then I got to thinking even more. How much are these girls actually making doing this? Because they have to purchase their product wholesale. Paparazzi is, in my opinion, the closest thing to a pyramid scheme, because people are having to come in at a high volume, purchase a ton of product, and then you have to try to flip it. So this is product that you have to bring in, you have to store it, you have to try to sell it. In my opinion, the scummiest MLM, because they're forcing all this product on you. It's giving LuLaRoe. It's very much giving LuLaRoe. All right, here is the Paparazzi income disclosure statement. So a consultant makes up 3.07% of the company. The highest monthly bonus paid is $60. The lowest monthly bonus paid was $2.25. And then the average monthly bonus paid is $12.49. So the only thing that does make it difficult when reading the income disclosure statement for Paparazzi is they are not putting into account what people are buying and if they're selling what they're buying, because there's obviously no way to track it. They would have to do like a whole digital system. It would have to be almost like a tip counter system where they are putting in how much they're selling so that there can be averages so we can know what their profit margin is, and they just don't have that available. So this is monthly bonuses based off of team sales exclusively. Star Consultant makes up 69.77% of the company. Highest monthly paid was $2,500, lowest was 10 cents, average is $23. That is still not enough to buy the jewelry that you need. If we're going off of the average, $23 is not enough to purchase the jewelry that you need in order to stay active. Director makes up 19% of the company. Highest monthly bonus paid was $9,700. Lowest monthly bonus paid $15. Average monthly bonus paid $196.22. And then after executive director and producer, everything after that is 0 point percentages. Most of the company makes up Star Consultant and Director, and they all just hover there. So the average bonus with those two is $23 and $196, which in my opinion is not a livable wage if you're still having to purchase jewelry and try to resell it. And these poor girls are having this surplus of jewelry in their homes, which, if you guys don't remember, a couple of years ago, they had a big deal where the jewelry had trace amounts of lead in it. So they were recalling jewelry. They were telling people to put it in their garages. They were moving it out of their homes. It was very hush hush, but we still all heard about it because it was a really, really big deal. So these poor women have this surplus of jewelry in their homes, knowing it could be toxic to their families, but they have to keep purchasing it in order to stay active. Okay, switching gears a little bit. Earlier this week, Paparazzi sent out a letter to all of their Washington residing consultants, telling them that they were no longer going to be consultants as of March 31st. So at the time of the announcement, they had 31 days and their businesses would be closing for good. Why did this happen? Allegedly, this happened because the state of Washington has a non-pyramidal scam act, essentially, that blocks companies from doing shady practices within their state. The state of Washington went over Paparazzi's business practices and they deemed them a pyramid scheme and that they are not allowed to do business in the state of Washington anymore. But let's see what the CEO has to say. I wasn't going to feature any information from the CEO in this video, but I feel like it's pertinent to the information that I'm going to read after. And I just want to show you guys how out of touch these MLM CEOs really are with what's going on and how eager they are to gaslight people regardless of the fact that they know they are wrong. So let's watch this video of the Paparazzi CEO claiming that the AG of Washington doesn't know what they're talking about and released false information.
This past Friday, we announced that we will no longer be offering the consultant opportunity in the state of Washington. Since that time, some, online and elsewhere, have been making unfounded statements about why we made this decision. We cooperated with Washington as we analyzed all our options. We have operated 14 years in Washington, but now Washington has asked us to either change everything or else. We have decided to stop offering the business opportunity in the state of Washington. Last night, the Washington State Attorney General's office issued a false statement about our agreement we made, and we are working to correct that. Our products will continue to be sold retail to all of our customers who live in Washington. It was a difficult decision, but one we believe allows for the majority of paparazzi consultants to continue. We have seen the opportunity empower individuals, foster confidence, and strengthen community. And we want this to continue. Now, more than ever, America needs community. As some continue to take away opportunities, we will continue to fight for people and their rights to build a future. That is the answer. Unfortunately, for those critics trying to fabricate a story, it is that simple. Over the past 3.5 years, we have worked with regulators reviewing our product testing and ensuring the quality of our products. After years of analyzing tens of thousands of items and over 100,000 tests, we are confident in the quality of our product.
I'm sorry, I was going to let him go all the way through. I was going to play this video in its entirety and then I was going to give commentary at the end. But is he so out of touch he doesn't understand what's going on, or did his PR team just completely fail him? Because this is not what we are discussing. This is not what we care about, and this is not what's going on at all. We don't give a F about the quality of the jewelry. We know it's shit. Okay, you don't have to tell us that. We can see it. We have heard the news. We have seen the jewelry. I'm good on that, boo. I will go get my jewelry at Five Below if that's the quality I'm looking for. But this man is so out of touch. He assumes that this whole thing is because of the quality of jewelry. It's not. It's about your business practices. It's not about the product you're selling, which speaks volumes on what happens a lot of times within the MLM industry. Is instead of owning up to the issues at hand and the scamming and the lying and the manipulation and the income claims and the health claims, they redirect it into, oh, but our products are good. Oh, our products are so reliable. Our products are patented. Nobody asked about fucking products. No one asked about them. We don't give a F about the products. I do not care. I could not care less about the products because that's not what this is about. You could be selling tickets to heaven. I do not care. What matters is what you are doing and the shady business practices that are going on. And that's what they got popped for. They got popped for not being able to prove that they are not a pyramid scheme. So how does you not being able to prove that you're not a pyramid scheme mean that you're doing better research on how shitty your jewelry is? Please explain this to me, because that is not even what we're talking about, sir. And why are you standing like that? I am not intimidated by you in any way, shape, or form.
In this review, we came across 183 items containing trace amounts that, although not harmful, the results do not meet our standards that we pride ourselves on. For these 183 items, we have decided to offer a nationwide voluntary buyback if you decide you want to return an item. Our numerous tests from CPSC certified labs have been reviewed by experts who have determined our products pose no harm and are compliant with applicable regulations for adult jewelry. However, to confirm our commitment to you, we have decided to offer this buyback. I want to explain the stringent testing our product goes through so that you can understand how it works. First, our factories deliver tested product that they ensure meets all regulations. Now, we don't just take their word for it. Upon receiving this inventory into our warehouse located in China, we perform a confirmation testing program on every single SKU, where we randomly select product from multiple boxes of each item. This then gets tested to ensure that what they delivered is compliant. We do this independent testing at CPSC certified labs. These are international labs certified by the U.S. federal government for testing consumer products. Our labs that we use are specifically certified for jewelry items and all applicable testing requirements. Now, there are some who created a narrative about our product's quality. They continue to post bogus reports from Waypoint Analytical. Waypoint is an agricultural testing firm that is not approved by CPSC. They are not accredited with CPSC and appear to have no experience testing consumer products, especially jewelry, nor do they appear to have knowledge of any applicable regulatory standards for jewelry. These bogus tests reflect the accuracy and intelligence of those touting them. Ensuring the quality of our product comes at an enormous cost to us. Having this testing allows us to grow confidently into the future. No item is ever loaded onto a shipping container to come to the United States without proven tests validating its quality. We are grateful to have this lengthy quality analysis behind us, and we are excited to continue offering high-quality products at an extremely affordable price.
Okay, so once again, we don't care. We don't care about that. That's not what we're here for. We're here for this State of Washington King County Superior Court. State of Washington versus Paparazzi LLC. That's what we care about. That's what we care about. We don't care about your jewelry. Don't care about it. Do not care. Let's see what this document has to say, shall we? Plaintiff State of Washington, having conducted an investigation and commended this action pursuant of the Consumer Protection Act and the Anti-Pyramid Promotional Scheme Act. Washington and defendants have agreed on a basis of the settlement of the matters alleged in the complaint and to the entry of this consent decree against defendants without the need for trial. In doing so, Washington and defendants seek a compromise resolution to this action. Defendants have cooperated with the Attorney General's office investigation. Defendants, by entering into this consent decree, do not admit to the allegations of the complaint other than those solely as necessarily to establish the jurisdiction of the court. So what the F does that even mean? Luckily for us, the beautiful Seattle Times summarized it for us to make it so much easier to understand. The Washington Attorney General's Office's Consumer Protection Division will send checks to about 7,000 people who sold jewelry for a company that engaged in what the office alleged was a pyramid scheme. Interesting. The Utah-based jewelry company Paparazzi Accessories will pay $1.9 million to the state to avoid a lawsuit over allegedly violating the Consumer Protection Act and Anti-Pyramid Promotional Scheme Act, according to a release from the Attorney General's office. The state will then send out the checks, $180 on average. The company is also required to reform its business practices. Paparazzi Accessories sells jewelry to independent contractors at wholesale price, so they can resell the accessories to retail customers at a markup. In a complaint filed last month, the state alleged the company engaged in unfair or deceptive acts or practices. A statement from Paparazzi Accessories said the company stands behind our business and will always fight back against misleading and false narratives about our company. The complaint alleged that the company primarily compensates its contractors for recruiting other contractors contractors to sign up other than retail sales, and in fact did not track their retail sales at all. Wait a second, didn't we just look at the income disclosure statement that did not have any retail sales at all, only bonuses? The office also alleged that the company lacked safeguards to prevent contractors from being pressured to buy more product than they can reasonably sell, leading to the majority of people quitting or losing money. Well. Entering a settlement does not mean the company admitted the allegations. According to the settlement agreement, any former employees and contractors of the company who have remaining unsold inventory bought in or after 2017 can sell the jewelry back to the company for 100% of the original price. The company also cannot market any products as free of lead or nickel. The company's testing showed its products contain lead and nickel, even though they were advertised as not having those materials. The company is also required to maintain data on retail sales, information on Washington participants and their income, and provide the data to the state. If the settlement is violated, penalties could be up to $125,000 per violation. Advertising too good to be true returns on investment is one of the ways companies and individuals try to deceive Why am I having an actual seizure right now? Washingtonians. Please don't destroy me in the comments. Okay, so now I understand why he went over the jewelry a little bit, because it looks like they popped them for that as well, which that makes sense. But in all honesty, I could not give an F about the product. It really is the business practices. So what this means to me is that Paparazzi could not offer up enough documentation to prove that they are not a pyramid scheme to the state of Washington. And now I'm curious how many other states are going to follow suit with an act that's similar to this, because this is awesome. This is going to protect so many people. I know it is heartbreaking for consultants who have found a home in this business or feel like they're doing something good. It is a hard pill to swallow, but think of how many people this is going to save. Think of how many spare bedrooms are not going to be littered with product hanging off the walls, inside of drawers, inside of totes. You just have freedom. Imagine that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a little short, and I'm gonna edit it as quickly as I can to be able to get the information out to you guys. If you appreciate content like this, let me know. I try to stay up to date on what's going on so that you guys can have the latest information on the MLM industry and what the heck is happening. As always, if you want to drop some info into my email, go ahead and do so. You can send screenshots, videos, stories, anything you do so desire. I will look over it and decide whether or not I want to use it in one of my videos or do commentary on it. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate you guys in every single way, shape, or form. Definitely leave a comment, definitely hit subscribe, and as always, you are worth more than the kickback your upline's gonna get for recruiting you. Thanks, guys.